Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with the Marvel Legends Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure Wave Cyclops figure review. Let's do it.
This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey, I'm fucking with them. Hype beast, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about it.
And there's a quick look at the artwork on the left side of the box. It is the same on the left and the right. 7 figures in the wave. You'll need 6 of the 7 figures to complete the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure. Wolverine does not come with a Build-A-Figure part. And there's a quick frontal view. Alright, let's bust this bad boy open and see what's what. Alright, here we go. Scott Summers, aka Cyclops, aka Slim, aka Psych, the 7th and final figure in this wave. Once again, big shout out to my man Hannibal Beast 13 for making the final 4 reviews of the figures from this wave possible, dropping these figures off in person on Mother's Day. You the man. Appreciate it. Cyclops is packed in with the left arm to complete the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure. Pretty much the same old Cyclops in a new Deco. Well, the same old Cyclops in a couple different ways. It's pretty much the character that we know and love, or we've come to know and love over the past 10 years or so. And as far as Marvel Legends go, this is a buck that we've seen multiple times for Cyclops figures over the past 10 years or so. So yes, it is the Bucky Cap mold, couple of different updated parts. I don't know if anything here is completely new, maybe the gauntlets, but I do really like this look for Cyclops in the books. As far as I know, this look was introduced in the House and Powers of 10 storylines. And speaking of which, here's my once every review reminder to go out and read the first 6 issues of House of X and the first 6 issues of Powers of X or Powers of 10. Phenomenal story, the way everything is put together. I highly recommend it. Like I've been saying, can't really vouch for what happens afterwards. I'm sure some of that stuff is good as far as X of Swords and X-Force and all of the X books after those initial 12 issues. But anyway, his bio on the back of the package reads, Cyclops assembles a team of mutants to destroy the Mother Mold and vanquish the Sentinel threat. So yeah, without giving away too much, Cyclops is in his sort of leadership role, rallying the troops, getting a team together. He put together a specific team early on in the story to do just that, to do exactly what was described in the bio there. In fact, I've been thinking about the pending release of the HasLab Sentinels and that additional Mother Mole head that we would get. I've been thinking about maybe trying to get somebody to construct the orbital Mother Mold facility utilizing that head. Obviously, it would be very small scale, but you know, it would be something that could be shot for some panels, or you know, just shot as is, basically with the proper background and lighting and what have you. I think that would be an awesome project, just building around the additional head basically. But yeah, taking a closer look at the deco, like I said, I don't think that this is a totally new head sculpt. Pretty sure this is something that we've seen before, just in a different color, a dark blue and sort of like a sky blue for his costume. The silver gauntlets with the little blue highlights that match the sky blue on the costume. Reoccurring theme here with the X on the belt. Pretty much all the X-Men have had the X, I guess, except for Charles Xavier. Pouches on the belt look good. Not too many paint imperfections on my version. Pretty clean looking figure. You know what you're going to get with the Bucky Cap mold. But anyway, out of the package, he comes with a fist for the right hand and his beam adjusting hand for the left hand, or his visor holding hand for the left hand. Unfortunately, no additional hands, but the hands do pop out, so maybe there is some character out there with blue hands that we could use to swap and give them 2 fists or 2 open hands. You know, like I always say, the heads and hands really make the figures. I really wish they would have included at least an additional left fist and maybe some open hands. But there's a closer look at that head sculpt before we swap this out. He is packed in with this additional head sculpt where you can see some energy kind of emitting from the left and the right side of his visor. They're taking a note here from that retro carded X-Factor Cyclops that we got. Probably the same head sculpt. I actually have that figure but never opened it. And if you look closely across the front where the visor should be enclosed, there is a little hole there, a little slot. So you can attach this optic blast effect. Seems to be the same effect that was packed in with that X-Factor Cyclops. It is a harder plastic, but not too hard or heavy where it's going to weigh down the figure. It's just the right weight in my opinion. I love the way this this looks. It's a nice effect, something that should probably be standard across the board with every Cyclops we get at this particular point. And they could actually use this same sort of sculpt and just modify it in different ways, make it longer, make it where it looks like it's impacting something or someone at the tail end. This is something that they could definitely get a lot of use out of. So yeah, that's very cool, but I do have an issue with the way the face is sort of like cut into this head sculpt, or the way it looks. It just looks like you can actually pull the face out like Figma style or SHF style or something like that. I'm not really a fan of how sloppy that kind of looks just around the edge, just around the portion of the face that is peeking out through his mask. Now, I don't know if that's something that's unique to my figure or if that's something that's across the board. You guys let me know in the comments below. But yeah, pretty cool. Teeth gritted, a welcomed addition nonetheless. And there's a quick look at all of the regular single carded figures in the wave. Not gonna waste time going over the articulation. Like I mentioned, this is the Bucky Cap mold on Cyclops here, so it's all the standard articulation for a pretty basic male figure from Marvel Legends without any butterfly joints or anything like that. But yeah, going left to right, we've got Magneto, Omega Sentinel, Wolverine, Cyclops, Marvel Girl, Moira McTaggart, and Charles Xavier. Pretty good looking wave, if I must say so myself. Not too shabby. And a few more size comparisons here. I have the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure Wave Magneto head on the Logan body from the Logan and Professor X 2-pack. Then I've got the Professor X or Charles Xavier head from the figure from this wave on the Stan Lee body. Then I've got the additional head that I believe came with the Wolverine with his little special blade, I believe. Maybe, I don't know. I've got that head on the body of the Wolverine from this wave. I've got a chair from a kit that I'm trying to put together with the head pool in the chair that was packed in the Ultimate Riders Deadpool set, and also Dogpool that was in that set as well. And one more here, and I'm gonna get up out of here. So on the far left is the Cyclops from the Cyclops in Jean Grey or Dark Phoenix 2-pack. I believe that was a Toys R Us exclusive, one that I know a lot of people want to see done again. In fact, I want to see Cyclops done again on a different buck. You know, I'm sick of the Bucky Cap mold for Cyclops. I'd like to see him on something with butterfly joints and just a bit more articulation. You know, the butterfly joints I guess will be enough. But then going to the right, we have the Love Triangle 3-pack Cyclops, and I have one of the additional heads, the unmasked head from the Love Triangle 3-pack on the newer Cyclops body here in the middle. And then we have the Jubilee Build-A-Figure Wave Cyclops, I believe. Another one that I'm sure people would like to get another crack at. And then the other additional unmasked head from the Love Triangle 3-pack on the Logan body. This is one that you will definitely need to pick up if you want to complete the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure. And one that you probably don't want to pass up on because he may end up being very scarce too. But yeah, nothing crazy, nothing really to write home about, but one I would still definitely recommend. Thank you for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. And until next time, peace.
That's crispy.